Hey everybody, Substatica here. Welcome to Call of Cthulhu in VR using praydog's UEVR mod. If you're interested in getting up and running with Call of Cthulhu in VR, head on over to the Flat2 VR Discord linked in the description. Before we get started, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 50,000 subscribers, I would love to have you along for the ride. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video or the game. Let's get into it here. Now, Call of Cthulhu is an older game, released 2018, I believe. Obviously inspired by one of my favorite authors, H.P. Lovecraft. We are going to start a new game. I am playing on a Quest 2 through Virtual Desktop. And I've created a profile, which you can get in the Discord I mentioned, that has some motion controls. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Now in VR, those cutscenes show on a large screen, and I can see some of the level loaded behind it. Okay, now I've hidden the character mesh so we don't see our body or our hands, but we will see items when we get some. A gruesome scene. Can't get through there. Can't get through there either. Need a lantern for that. Alright, we have our lantern, our first motion controls. Whoa. Okay. It says got to bring the lantern close. Now we have the bolt cutters.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering.
That it is. Well, we can run. I think maybe we should run. We don't have a key, though.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh. All right. Pierce Investigations Agency. We have some points of interest.
Holding your position and obeying orders. I used to be an avid reader.
How do I target what's in the drawer? Oh. Testing out headset aiming, which seems a bit finicky. I may have to switch it to game.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Oh, that's that one? So I do see this hand turning into an action icon. There we go. Let's try this one.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah, I know that. But I can't seem to access the books in this drawer.
I have business here.
We have business here. Okay, let's close that.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
What's next? Okay, radio's off.
It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, so here's where we distribute our character points. So I've heard it doesn't matter that much, but that it can be useful to max out a skill. So let's max out strength. Okay, takes a lot of points. And spot hidden sounds useful. All right, let's go with that. Validate.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Oh, looks like we might have a case after all.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Fire started in the dining room. So why do they think she said it?
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
A book on the North Atlantic.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Now, how do we get to Darkwater? Ooh, we have our motion-controlled lighter as well. Don't need that right now, though. Can we leave? We can. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
All right. Well, we've got the bar to check out and a whole lot of people to talk to.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ooh, test strength.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up a tab. Others pay.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Okay, let's find out where the warehouse is.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
This guy seems pretty
I've
sensitive.
got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
All right. Looks like someone else to talk to over here.
What you looking at, stranger?
Do we have any tests here? No.
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
That's not much of a dialogue.
I told you to beat it.
Point taken. Okay, that's locked. Who's this tortured soul?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Is that it? Well, I guess he is into his book.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Okay.
You have no right to treat us like this.
We've got talk to Fitzroy and talk to Bradley. I don't know who Bradley is. Or Fitzroy.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
The learning of medicine. Ooh. That gave us some progression. I didn't know that was a part of the game. We can level up our skills by finding books.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. And there's his leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
Okay, I guess I can't access anything in that drawer. It strikes me that there's not so many VR games that are this type of investigation.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Nothing mysterious in there. Pretty quiet around these parts.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. New objective. Get inside warehouse. Who are these guys?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
What is he doing?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Who's this guy up here?
Where do you think you're going?
A lot of police on this island.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Eloquence. Let's give it a shot.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Thank you for your valuable help.
Okay, sir.
I guess I failed that. I like how I'm doing skill checks. Okay, those guys are blocking the entrance.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who. I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat. It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. So, something going on with them and Cat.
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Ooh, eloquence test again.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh, yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
Sweet. I passed that eloquence check. Now, where is the actual entrance? Okay, broken ladder.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Dang it.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them. You asked for it.
Come on, strength. I think I failed that strength test.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Those guys are back, but we can't get into the door anyways. Wow, look at that water and the ship in the distance. Atmosphere is really nice. Can we get into these? Sweet.
There.
Can't see anything though. I like the lock picks, but I was using 2 picks and no torque tool.
Hello, old friend.
Ooh, bottle of liquor. Can we get into any more of these? Nope. Nope. Alright, I guess we can run around.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody
Oh ho. What do we have here? A lever.
A handle.
Okay.
It must come from these old winches.
A ratchet device.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
But we need to get the winch working. Anything else down here? Ooh. Cogwheel.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
Okay. We have a check mark by the hidden symbol. What is this
A
now?
whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay, I've got a ladder here.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mount the handle, mount the cogwheel, mount the ratchet, and turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Strength check? Hey, look at that. Do I really want to go down there, though? Is that going to lead to the warehouse? Am I going to survive if I go in there? I think maybe not. Whoa. Tripping out. I want to see what that marker is for, but... Okay.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Can I cap it? I don't know if I could have gone the other way, but let's just go this way for now. I don't like this way. This seems like a really bad idea. Run. Run, I can't run underwater. Okay. What was that? No idea what happened there. Bit of a flashback. We got some weird thing wrapped around us. Okay.
This is primitive.
That's it? Yeah, I guess I didn't take that skill. Ooh. Are we inside the warehouse? Seems like almost.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Nothing up here. Okay. Reconstruction mode.
What happened here?
Somebody punched a mirror. Classic.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Some sort of long-lost relative that's stalking her?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Is that it for in here? Them some big cockroaches. What now?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
I think it's just Mr. Pierce. Let's team up. Psychology. May as well try it. Ooh, strength. Let's give it a go.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God
I
damn
certainly
it.
did.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Ooh, what a badass.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Whoa.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Let's accept.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Well, there you go. First taste of Call of Cthulhu. Eminently playable in VR, thanks to praydog's UEVR mod. Like I said, if you're interested in getting up and running with Call of Cthulhu in VR, head on over to the Flat 2 VR Discord, linked in the description. If you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 50,000 subscribers, I would love to have you on the team. Also, like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video, or the game, or any games that you'd like to see in VR. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.